During the 1990s, Japan was killing it, making cars such as the GTR, the Supra, the NSX, the RX-7, Silvias, WRXs, Evos. The list goes on. Morgan and I could talk about them forever. Unfortunately though, when you're making so many good cars, a lot of them do fall through the cracks and they do not get the appreciation that they deserve. So in this episode, we're going to go through the top 6 cars that definitely need some more love and definitely have been forgotten.
Coming in at number 6 is the Honda Prelude VTI-R.
Will it fit in my Honda?
I mean, maybe. They come with a 2.2 litre VTEC manual. It is front wheel drive, but I think it's a small, light car, great for track use. It's not a slouch either.
No, 110 kilowatts per ton.
Yep.
Very, very close to the equivalent WRX at the time.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, one of the better looking cars Honda made.
Yeah.
Two-door coupes, there's something about them, they look amazing. I know when I was first getting my license, I looked at so many Preludes.
Yeah.
I wanted a Prelude so bad.
And they have a really nice digital dash too.
Yes, that extends the entire way across the car, which is actually pretty cool.
It is very cool.
But yes, definitely doesn't get as much love as it does deserve. Just all round an awesome car, very underrated and almost the height of VTEC before they started introducing turbos. Coming in at number 5, sticking with the front wheel drive fun, just get some Macca's trays and slap them on the back and you'll be sweet, is the Mitsubishi Ralliart Colt. This thing is a little pocket rocket. 1.5 litre 4-cylinder turbo, 0 to 100 in like 8 seconds, which for a car that tiny probably feels a bit crazy.
Not to mention turbo, I know you've already mentioned it, but dosing and...
Turbo, yeah. Literally like it's half an Evo.
Yeah, it's a baby Evo.
Pretty much.
It's practically like the Pulsar GTI-R to the Skyline GTR.
Yeah, awesome car. I think it can look really good as well. There is a lot of aftermarket support out there for them, and very, very rarely do you ever see one stock.
Yeah.
And they can make a lot of power. They're really light, so you can really bump up that power to weight ratio and absolutely cream the Prelude as before. But just a solid car, awesome nonetheless, and definitely needs more love and more appreciation.
Coming in at number 4 is the Mazda 6 MPS, which we've actually owned one on this channel. We'll link up the video there. Great car.
Yes, we were going to mention the Mazda 3 MPS, but we feel like a lot of people know about the Mazda 3 MPS. If you're in the States or in Canada, you know about the Mazda Speed 3. It's exactly the same thing. But 6 MPS, why won't that? Mainly it's all-wheel drive. Which, when you think about all-wheel drive, 2.3 litre turbo 4-cylinder, makes just shy of 300 horsepower. I believe it's quoted at 276, but there have been quite a few that have been over that. Solid car, interior-wise. Beautiful. Much better than the 3 MPS. Full leather, cruise control, digital climate control. The car is immaculate. Pretty much Mazda's version at like a Grand Touring Evo.
Yeah.
Which, awesome car and fairly reliable. You just have to look out for the timing chain guides, making sure that stays good, or timing chain tensioner, sorry.
I think it's a great sleeper.
Awesome sleeper, can look really good, can definitely fly under the radar. A lot of people really don't know anything, especially here in Australia. The 6 MPS, it just looks like a Mazda 6 and people, they go past and no one knows anything different. Yeah, it's really good sleeper and honestly needs a lot more love. I don't know why they're not more popular. They are so fast. It is ridiculous. But yes, number 4, the Mazda 6 MPS. Coming in at number 3 is the second Mitsubishi on this list, is the Mitsubishi Gallant VR4. Pretty much the precursor to what later became the Evo platform. Everyone knows everything about the Evos. They're amazing cars. I've owned one and loved it. It was awesome. Gallant VR4s though, if you had the Mark 1s, they came with a turbo 4-cylinder. Nice power, all-wheel drive, was definitely a fun little car. Well, not so little, it's about mid-size. And if you were lucky enough to get a Mark 3 Gallant, they came with the V6 and it was twin turbo, near on 300 horsepower, pretty much the early 90s version of what the Mazda 6 MPS became.
Yeah.
Like, ton of power, all-wheel drive, fit the family in.
Yeah.
And absolutely solid car. Also, very much a sleeper. As Morgan's told me before, it honestly looks like a car that your granddad would drive.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Cressida, almost.
Yeah.
Like an old man kind of car.
Or like an old Lancer, really. Like,
yeah.
very, very underrated. Does not look like it's packing a punch under the hood, but it most definitely does. And that's our number 3 pick.
Coming in at number 2 is the Nissan 300ZX.
Baby Lambo.
Baby Lambo, it's a V6. You can get the twin turbo version, rear wheel drive.
Stupid powerful.
Stupid 4-wheel steering, like.
A lot of people think that the best car Nissan made in the 90s was the GTRs, but it wasn't.
Strong statement.
Hey, it's not my words. It's more powerful. The 300ZX is more powerful than the GTR. It just is. The VQ30 DTT, I think it is. That engine, unbelievable amount of power. The only downside is quite a large engine in the car. We have had a few come to our meets that are amazing and very fast. I can tell you firsthand experience that it's definitely faster than a tuned Mercedes A45 AMG.
Yep.
Don't ask me how
I feel like it's like when Nissan was putting all technology they had into the cars, that was like what came out of it pretty much.
Yeah, and it is actually part Lambo. Those headlights are in the Lamborghini Diablo. It is true, look it up. Pretty much a Lambo.
So you can tell your mates you got a
Lambo. So that's our number 2 pick for definitely the most underrated and forgotten car. Coming in at number 1, pause the video right here. Comment below, what do you think we're gonna say? What is our number 1 most forgotten and most unappreciated car coming out of Japan? I know you know it, but they don't. Anyway, pause. Okay, we'll go. Coming in at number 1 is the 3rd Mitsubishi on this list. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. Oh my God.
It looks amazing.
Why is people sleeping on this?
Yeah.
Out of all of the super car killers coming out of Japan in the 90s, between the RX-7, all the GTRs, the Supra, what else was there? NSX. This one was the king.
Yeah.
It was the fastest overall. It was the fastest rounded track and unbelievable technology for the time. We're talking twin turbo V6, all-wheel drive, so pretty much the same as a lot of the other cars. Active aero. It had adjustable splitters, I believe adjustable spoiler, adjustable rear diffuser, was all electronically operated from inside of the car. Unbelievable. And people keep sleeping on them.
And pop-up headlights.
No.
Didn't that pop-up?
Oh, it depends what generation, but the first gens
Pop-up headlights.
had pop-up headlights, the second gens did not. When Morgan and I were looking at cars, there was a guy trying to get, I think it was like 20 grand for his 3000 GT VR4.
I mean, this is probably like 3-4 years ago. So I don't know how much they're worth.
Okay, well, comparatively, if you wanted a turbo Supra, if you wanted a 32, 33, 34 GTR, you were looking at about, for 32, 60 grand, 33, about the same, 34, definitely over 100. Turbo Supra, 60 grand. And this guy couldn't get 20 grand.
Yeah, we
For
watched
a
him
3000
go from
GT. It was started 25, 20, 18,
I saw it go
16.
It went down to 12, I think, and then I never saw it again. So I don't even know if he sold it. But yeah.
I understand it's a Mitsubishi. It doesn't have the glitz and glamour of the other brands, but this car was a supercar killer. It was, I think, arguably one of the best looking. Maybe perhaps the RX-7. The RX-7 does look very good, and maybe perhaps the NSX. But it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I know this is gonna butt hurt people, but Morgan, looks, 3000 GT VR4, GTR.
Which GTR?
All right, we'll start off with the worst looking, 33.
Okay, yeah, well then I'll...
Better than 33?
I feel like the only one that's like a close contender is the 34.
Yeah.
When it's got all its nice bells
and everything. Okay,
yeah, bells and
okay.
whistles and stuff.
So arguably, of the 3 GTRs, it's better looking than 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insanely awesome car. They are quite rare. They are a lot more rare than I think the GTRs and the Supras, but it's a GTR as a Mitsubishi, but it's better in every way. But anyway, that is our top 6 list. Let us know, comment below. Did you have a similar list? Is there something we forgot? Honestly, we did think about this for a while.
Sure there is.
And I'm sure we've forgotten something extremely obvious. It has to be Japanese, has to be JDM. And that's about it.
Yeah. Daihatsu Copen.
Daihatsu Copen. Morgan wanted the Copen, but I didn't want 7 cars.
Yeah, and I think in all honesty, it probably has its reasons why people want to forget about it.
Yeah, probably one being that Morgan and myself wouldn't be able to fit in one.
Yeah, and it's like a bubble.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't want to crash in it.
No, but it's turbo.
Yeah. But anyway, they were our top 6. Let us know, are we completely wrong? Are these cars got massive followings? Not forgotten about? I don't think so, but let us know below. What do you think we missed out on? Most importantly, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next Project B video.